Everyone, today is Wednesday, September 20th, and we're gonna go and do a little live trading session. We're gonna go over our portfolio as well, take a look at the numbers, performance, open trades, and see what we can close or maybe put on. And to start that, let's take a look at the numbers. We have 56 delta and 59 in theta, so 56 and 59. VIX today is 1389. And for buying power, we are splitting buying power into whatever we are using for the just a second, MES. This would be our 1-to-1s. We're using 17% there, 17%. And then for the other trades, all of the other trades combined, we are using 4.1, 7.7, 10.7. 10.7, and this is the bill ETF. So what did I say? 10.7. Okay, 10.7. So that went down a little bit. Netlick, we are up. Looks like a couple $100 from yesterday. Total buying power use is 27.7. This is combining both of these. Our delta is 0.11, so we're good there. Theta is 0.12, and we have at the moment 14 1-to-1s open. The 1-to-1s, we keep track of how many we have open at any given time, but we don't do that for the other ones. So at the moment, it looks like we have enough 1-to-1s, but if we can close some, then we can reopen something else. So let's take a look and see if we can close something, and I think we can, because pretty much everything is up, and we had some gold and some MES that we can close probably. As you can see here, this one is at 54%, and we generally close those at 50%. So we're going to go ahead and close that. It was a good trade because it's been up for 8 days only, and we collected 54%. So that's really great. So let's close that and see. Let's go for the mid price and let it brew there a little bit. And what else? Silver is up 31%. So we're gonna let that one go further. Bonds are just about flat, so we'll let that go. And let's take a look here. So these are our 1-to-1s. This one, and remember, we always look at the naked puts and see if they're matured enough so that we can take them off. So this one is at 78%, and we were looking for minimum 76. So we could consider this one. Let's see if there is anything better. This one is at 81. At 77. So this one would probably be better. If we were to close something, we would close this one. They have 9 days both left on the put debit spread, so it doesn't really matter which one we choose. On this one here, 72 and 77 was what we were looking for, 83 to 85. So these are all closed, but I think the one up there is the best candidate. So let's take a look at that one. So we're just gonna go ahead and close that. Let's go with the mid price and leave it there for a second. And while that is happening, let's see what we can do once those are closed. Because what's going to happen, we're going to get some buying power back here. And given that we can go up to 14%, we could probably put a new trade on. So let's consider what would that be. We already have one here. We will have this one closed, so we can consider doing another gold put debit spread. We could look at 97 days. Let's see what that would look like. Let's go to around 10 to 12 delta. Let's see if we go to 1850. And see, this is taking a little bit too much buying power for our account. Max profit is fine. We don't want to go much over 500 because with our stop loss at 200%, that would be over $1,000, and we don't really want to have a more than 1,000 at risk, 2% of our account roughly. So to combat that, we're going to take a look at buying some protection, but just to lessen the buying power, because it's not really protecting the max loss. Max loss is still high, but we would not stay there for the max loss. We would get out at 2x. So at 420 and 1900, 2000 here, that's not bad. Let's see if we can increase this a little bit to go a little bit higher. Not much. I would like to go a little bit higher than 440. So let's see if we go here. I prefer to stay around 90%, so I don't want to go much past this. Let's see here, 490. Okay, 490. So let's see here, 480 and 2200. So that's good. That's a little bit less than 25% of the. It's actually, let me tell you exactly what it is, because that's a number that I look at when I'm putting on the trade. So 480 divided by 22, so 22%, 22%, which is good. And let's imagine if we go down 30 days. So right now we're at 97. If we go back in time, I mean further in time, roughly 30 days, and assuming nothing happens, same volatility, 350. So we didn't really quite lose 50%, so we don't really like that. So for that reason, we're not going to do that. We would like to see at least 50% disappear from this value. So instead, let's take a look and see if we can actually place the trade here in the 68 and see what happens there. So 12 right here, and then go around 70. So 460 on a 25. Okay, risk less than 1,000. And now if we go back 68 days, if we go to 36, you see now this is much better. So this is 160. This is less than 50%. So that looks good. We would probably be doing this trade instead, and we are at 90% here, so that's good. We like that. So let's go back and see if we can first massage this one a little bit and see if we can pay just a tad more to get out of the trade. Okay, and that we're gonna go back and record that. And let's see the other one, the MES. So go further down. So this is the one right here. So replace it, and we give it, we go back to mid price. So 405 at the moment. Let's find this trade here on the, oh, it closed. Okay, closed at 4, and let me just, let's record that first and go to overview. This was the 3900. And if we go here to MES, all of these here are the closed trades, and they were all profitable lately. Obviously, market's been going up, and all of these trades are positive delta trades, so they're all positive. They're all closed with a profit. So let's just see 3900. I think that's the one right here, 3900, and we no, that one is closed, so it's got to be this one. Okay, so -4, and today is 20, 923. All right, so we closed that one for 113 profit after paying for put debit spread and commissions. So that's good. And with that change here, now this number, you see, I keep track of how many open trades I have at any given moment, and those show up here in this cell. There is a formula here that takes the number from there. So I have to manually change this to 13, and it will drop it. And then this formula here, the max number of 1-to-1 at any given times, it's basically taking whatever the current buying power used, which I have to now update since it has changed. Let's go here, change this, and MES is now using 15.5. 15.5. All right. And since 15.5 is still higher than the 13.9 that we allocated to these 1-to-1s, we shouldn't be putting on another trade, even though we only have 13 at the moment, because when you take this buying power, you divide it by the current number of trade gives you number of trades, gives you how much each one is roughly using, and then if that would tell us how many we can put maximum, because we want to stay under this. But anyhow, the bottom line is we have enough of these, but we have some room here, so we can take a look at buying power for the gold. I'm sorry, that one is gone now, so it's gonna be 3.6 plus 3, so 6.6. So we clearly have a room here to put another trade. So let's go back to here, and let's go back to gold. There you go. Trade that, and we were looking at 68 days, and I think we were roughly here, 1870, and then 7070, and we go from there. So 460, 2500, that's fine. That's just around 20%. So if you take and I like to be somewhere around between 20 and 25% in max profit versus the buying power, because those numbers give me numbers that actually work with what I'm trying to achieve. But I guess I need to do a separate video about that. So this one is at 18.4. It's not bad. It could be a little bit better, but it's all right. So maybe let me see if we can go to 480. No, there you go. I'm just playing around to get these numbers where I like them, and so this looks good. And let's see if we can sell that one. Goes right away. Okay, so let's go and record this one. So 1870 and 1775. 1870 and 1870 and 1775, and this was in gold, white PDS, and let's do 1967, and today is 2923. Pop at opening, I think it was around 90, but let me just go back and just put a trade on again and see. So yeah, it would have been 90, and short delta was at 12. This is useful when you analyze later on. You can see which deltas perform how, and data and entry. I think it was 68. Yeah, 68. And credit, and we got we got credit of 450. I think it was 450. And the buying power required was 2450. Let's see, 2450. All right, so you're around 80%. And that's it on this one. I'll go ahead and update the sheet with these numbers later on, but this is all I wanted to do for today. Let's just clear this, take a look at this, and the buying power will now show the gold at 4.7, so I'll update that as well. And the numbers now 56 and 60 in theta. Today was a nice day, and that's it. That's all I have for today. Have a good one. See you next time.